Hi, it's Richard from Racing Profits Guides, and welcome to this guide to the St Leger Festival. And we're going to look at day 2 now. That's the Thursday of the festival, and there's 2 main group races on the Thursday to look at. Again, what we're going to do is look at the key races of the day and examine some of the trends and some of the stats to help you narrow down the field in those races. So as I say, day 2 is the Thursday, and it's Ladies' Day at Doncaster, so it's Ladies' Day today, and the 2 group races we're going to focus our attention on are both fittingly for female horses, being Ladies' Day. As on day 1, what I'll do is I'll run through the key stats and trends for each race to help you narrow down the field. Now the 2 races are the second race on the card, which is the Scepter Stakes. That's a Group 3 for 3-year-olds and over, fillies and mares, and that's over 7 furlongs on the straight course. We've then got the Parkhill Stakes, which is the main race of the day. That's a Group 2, again for 3-year-olds and over, and fillies and mares. And it's over the St Leger trip, the 1 mile 6 furlong, 132 yards. Now the Scepter Stakes, as I've said earlier, is a Group 3 for 3-year-old fillies and mares over 7 furlongs. Second race on the card on the Thursday. And here are the trends for the last 10 years. Now the main trend, or the number 1 trend, is that all of the past 10 winners have been making their debut at Doncaster. So that's 10 out of 10. So again, look through your card for horses making the debut in the Scepter Stakes at Doncaster. The form, 8 out of the past 10 winners had won once or more previously in their career, with 7 of those 8 having won over the 7 furlongs. Obviously this race is over 7 furlongs, so look for horses that specialise in this trip. Odds, again the market odds are key in this race, with 7 out of the past 10 winners coming from the top 3 in the betting and at odds of 4 to 1 or less. So again, we're really focusing our attention on this race heavily on the top 3 or 4 in the betting. Favourites, again this backs that up. 4 out of the past 10 winners were favourites in the race. The draw. Now the draw's vital on this 7 furlong trip, because no horse has ever won no horse has won in the past 10 years from stall 1 or 2. 6 out of the 10 came from stalls 3 to 7. So again, focus your attention around there. Where's the horse drawn? And again, if it's in stalls 1 or 2, the stats are against it winning. The jockeys, again, Ryan Moore and Kieran Fallon are the 2 to focus on, with 2 wins each over the past 10 years. And trainers, again, the Hills Yard always target this race, as they do a lot of the races at Doncaster. So look at what horses the Hills Yard have got running in the race. Now here's a quick look at the Scepter Stakes winners for the last 10 years. Last year was Sunday Times. He was a big outsider at 20 to 1. Jamie Spencer was riding for Peter Chapel Hyam. Apart from that, you can see here that a lot of the horses were fairly short prices: 11 to 4, 4 to 1, 5 to 6, 4 to 1. Medley was an exception again in 2007, 14 to 1 for Richard Hannon and Ryan Moore. And that was the second year Ryan had won it. He'd also won on the 11 to 4 Silver Touch in 2006 as well. Favourable terms, again a short price 5 to 6 favourite, and a tune was 12 to 1, and then again another shortish price 13 to 8 for Barry Hills and Michael Hills. Okay, so fairly, I say the trend there is fairly short price favourites, and as we've said, in the top 3 in the market. Let's move on now to the Parkhill Stakes, the main race of the day on the Thursday. That's a Group 2, 3-year-olds and over, fillies and mares again, and it's over the Leger trip, the 1 mile 6 furlong, 132 yards. So again, it's like a fillies Leger, if you like, is this fillies and mares Leger. The Parkhill's the main race on day 2, and it's been won by some decent fillies over the years, including Wild Coco last year. That was 2012. So here's the trends for the last 10 years for the Parkhill to take into account. The draw, again, it's important on the Parkhill Stakes, with 9 out of 10 having won from stall 6 or lower. So if you're looking, stalls 1 to 6 are the ones you want to focus your attention on. The market odds, again, 8 out of 10 have been priced at 8 to 1 or less, with 7 of these coming from the top 3 in the betting. So top 3 in the market, again, as with the Scepter Stakes, focus your attention at the top of the market. Age, 8 out of the past 10 winners have been 3-year-olds or 4-year-olds. So again, look at the age of the horse, and 3 or 4-year-old is what you're looking for in the Park Hill Stakes. 7 out of 10 have also won at group level, so look for some group form in the career of the horse. Breeding, 5 out of the 10 winners are Irish bred, and again, distance horses, there are a lot of Irish bred distance horses, middle distance and stayers, so again, that would explain that stat for you. Course form, unlike the Scepter Stakes where we said that 10 out of 10 had never run at Doncaster, it's actually 50% of the winners over the last 10 years have already had a run at Doncaster previously. And you would expect that in a stamina test like the 1 mile 6 furlong Ledger course anyway. Trials races. Now, this is very interesting that 40% or 4 out of 10 winners had won the Lily Langtry at Goodwood, and that included Wild Coco again last year. She'd won the Lily Langtry and then came here and won the Park Hill as well. And jockeys, again the top 2 jockeys are Frankie Dettori. He's won the race 3 times, and Ryan Moore's won it twice. And trainers, again Sir Michael Stout's won the race twice as well. So let's have a quick look at the Park Hill Stakes winners, and again you can see Wild Coco won it in 2012, that's last year. Miesnar, again 5-2, won in 2011. A 5-1 shot, Eastern Aria, one for Mark Johnson and Frankie Dettori. Again, you can see Frankie's won 2 years in a row lately. The Minerva Rose, again, that was an outsider for Richard Hannon, 28-1. Allegretto, 7-4 favourite against Sir Michael Stout here with Ryan Moore. And 2007, again, we see Ryan Moore and Sir Michael Stout on the 92 High Calypso. And you can see here the trend is definitely towards those at the top of the market. There's only that 16-1 Rising Cross really and 28-1 Minerva Rose that stand out as exceptions to the rule. Apart from that, you'd say that the trend is for prices below 8-1. If you're looking at the price at the top of the market and the horse at the top of the market, you're putting the odds firmly in your favour in the Park Hill Stakes. So let's summarise. The Scepter Stakes, we're looking for a horse who's running at Doncaster for the first time, who's got form and won over 7 furlongs, is drawn in stalls 3-7, and preferably top 3 in the betting, ridden by Ryan Moore or Kieran Fallon. That's going to give you a nice short list of the main contenders. In the Park Hill Stakes, we're looking for a 3 or 4-year-old horse, drawn in stalls 6 or lower, and priced at 8-1 or less in the market, with a group win to her name, and performed well at Goodwood or won the Lily Langtry at Goodwood at the start of August. And again is ridden by Frankie Dettori or Ryan Moore again. This should allow you to come up with a short list of the most likely contenders for this race. And remember to check out doncasterracecourse-tips.co.uk at the start of each day for our own selections. We have our race analysis up there, and it's usually up online by about 10 o'clock in the morning. And you can look through all 7 races for the Thursday of the St Ledger Festival for day 2. And certainly you can look at the Scepter and the Park Hill and see which horses we've gone for. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that. We'll be back again tomorrow with Friday's races, and that's Doncaster Cup Day. So we'll have a few races to look at tomorrow. That's the Friday on Doncaster Cup. All right, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.